Alright, so welcome back to DOREEN'S African Experiences, and I'm actually not feeling too well since yesterday, but I'm gonna give you the content you deserve anyway. Alright, so we are working on our single self-contained house. Yes, what you'd call a single self-contained room with a store. So this video is basically going to include roofing prices, everything you need to roof that single self-contained house, how much it would cost you. I'm only going to focus on two types of roofing. Yes, the flat roof. Yes, and lots of people are roofing the hipped roof, but it's really not my center of interest right now. If you need any other type of roofing explained, you have to personally ask. But remember, if you're building a single self-contained house, the goal is to use as little money as possible, right? Once we finished shooting the roofing, what you need, how much it would cost, labor inclusive, I'll shoot for you a video. Next video is gonna be the cost of plastering. Yes, remember this roofing also includes the ceiling, because these days no one is really building a house without including a ceiling. It was back in the day, it was possible, but these days everyone wants a ceiling. All right, so I'm going to explain that as well within this some week before, or by the end of the week, we'll be done with this house. You'll know exactly how much you need to do these things. I'm always going to give you options, right, so that you choose for yourself what you want to do. If you want to roof like that, if you want to roof like that, if you want to put tiles, if you don't want to put tiles, you know. So I'm going to give you all that information. The next video is going to focus on the cost of closing that house, and it's also going to focus on the cost of plastering that house. How much would it cost you to plaster that house? How much would it cost you to actually close the house? And once we finish, the price of painting that house, tiling it up, and really that's like the final work, right? I'll also give you the cost of you already have that cost though, the cost of building a toilet for that house. I'm not going to repeat that. We are going to basically focus or put our energy on finishing this house. This week we are going to finish that house, and next week we are going to do a double self-contained house with a store. All right, I'm going to try and see how to give you different houses so that we finish that whole business, right? I don't like delaying on an issue. Okay, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you get the information you need. Don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comments. Please don't hesitate, yeah, because I'll always answer your questions best as I can. The lady who was asking about those the bricks, the soil bricks, I know depending on location, some people are buying those soil bricks at 200, 250, but I feel like if you are not in Kampala, you shouldn't be buying a soil brick at 200 shillings, okay? And if someone is giving it to you at 200 shillings, you shouldn't pay extra money for transportation. I'm just saying, you visit different people that actually make these bricks. Stop sending people to do this work for you. If you have the money and you don't mind spending, send people. But if you know you want to save money, because construction is one of those things that has no returns, that's the truth. You're building your house to sleep in. You're not going to pay yourself monthly rent. You are not going to pay yourself any kind of money. All right, the only way real estate is actually profitable is when you're doing it for business. But if you're building your own house to stay in, please be hands-on. Get up, go to your location, go to probably the chairman, ask him, okay? Ask those drunkards of the village, ask them, do you know anyone who actually makes bricks? Where are they making them from? Go to these people directly where they're making these bricks. Ask them, if I want a brick, how much can you give it to me? Okay? And then negotiate with the person who is actually making the brick. These truck guys are going to these people, getting these bricks very cheaply and then selling them to you very expensively. And after that, they'll also charge you money for transport, which shouldn't be the case. All right? If you are starting up in construction like some of us, be hands-on. Stop using people to do work for you. Let people simply do the work you can't do. But if you're available, get up, put on your shoes, don't dress too fancy. Go to these people, tell them, I know someone who wants bricks. Like, how much would you sell this person a brick? Like, depends. Don't always accept the first price you're given. This is Uganda. All right? Negotiate a little, you people, unless you actually have money. If you don't have money in construction, negotiate. Learn to negotiate. Okay? The things you can negotiate on in construction, bricks, you can negotiate. Labor, you can negotiate. All right? Transportation costs, you can negotiate. All right? But things that are usually fixed are cement, steel bars, those ones you can only negotiate if you're taking in bulk. All right? You won't be going to someone's shop buying 10 bags of cement, 20 bags, and you want them to give you cheaply. But you can also claim you'll be a future client. All right? That you're new to this, but you're going to be buying from them. You know? Just find a way of convincing these people that you're actually a serious buyer. You know? But stop asking truck people to give you prices of things. Okay? Because you cannot be in this weather. By the way, it's the rainy season. When the rainy season comes, everything is supposed to go down when it comes to things like bricks. They go down. Why? Because everyone is making bricks. When water is available, it's free. No one is going to make bricks and they want to buy water. No. Most of these people want to collect that water for free. Water can be very expensive when you're making bricks. They can consume. And another thing, everyone wants to burn their bricks, especially soil bricks, and remove them because the rain destroys them. So they want them gone quickly. Same thing with clay bricks. If they're not yet burnt, the person wants them burnt and gone. All right? Learn these things. Use them to your advantage. Don't just let people tell you. Don't go to one person and then make your decision off that one person. All right? Learn to change things up. Learn to move about and ask questions. Ask the right questions. We are wasting time. Let's do the roof, guys. Enjoy the video,
DOREEN'S African Experiences. We are going to break down this house for you so that you're happy. I'm happy. Everyone is happy. Oh, mathematics is definitely no joke. All right. Okay, so I'm basically going to break down for you the cost of roofing a single self-contained house. Yeah? Oh, nalio kulia muogo. All right, so the people are asking for this guy's numbers because you want them to plaster for you. They can definitely come and plaster for you. I will attach the number in the video. I think I should measure out this house for you so that you actually know what I'm talking about when it comes to this particular house. Olowooza tusooke tubapimiremuuko obugazi bw'ennyumba. Tujja kugatta. Nange yange sitambudde nawe. Jangu tupime tulabe akayigo kali mu mmeka mu futi mmeka. Era sookera eyo gy'oli obugazi. Next, I'll bring you the cost of plastering this room, both inside and outside, how much material you need, and how long the job will take for you. Ate ekiyigo tosobola kipimira bweru. Kati opimye 40 mmeka obugazi? Oyongerako gundi, oyongerako inch emu yokka ey'omusenyu. Futi 4 ne inches 4. Inches 4 si nnene nnyo. Obugazi ate obuwanvu. Sorry, like buli okudde ka cube konna ka inch 4 side by side.
Yeah.
Inch 4 ne meka? Inch 4. Foot 4 ne inch 4. Okay, so the bathroom is 4 by 4, like 4 inches. Sorry, 4 feet 4 inches. That's the bathroom, right? So it's like a cube. I take a noka store.
45 inches in here.
45 inches in here. Kasto obugazi. Ate nkukwatireho. Anti kati mbadde njagala kasto kati kapimeko kasoko kaddemu waliwo oti tukawe dimensions zaako then tupime ki tupime wali obuwanvu bwa wano n'obuwanvu bweri ekisigadde kiba kyekola kyokka. Kukwatireko
kalinya inches 2.
So 44 inches 2 obugazi then obuwanvu kali 45 inches 4. Kati eyo store, that's the store. The store is 5 by 4. The bathroom is 4 by 4. And then the house itself tupime wano then inoludda lweno akukwatireko. Kamaleyo gimaleyo kuba kati ennyumba yonna gye tupima. Kagundi ka futi kamita me kamalayo olabye kati ezo mita mmeka ezo? Futi 13. So obuwanvu ennyumba nga yo eri futi 13. Okay, vaayo gwa kantu kajja kusala. So at the front of the house is 13 feet, and then on the sides yambusako wagulu awo muguno omusenyu mwe tuba tupimira bweyongerayo tulabe 13 awo kati kwata awo twongereyo tulabe 13 kumeka 13 tugateko mmeka 43 nya n'ekitundu. So 13 gatako nya kitundu ziba 10 na meka. So those are the dimensions of the house. All right, in the sides it is 16 meters, make it 17 feet. All right, and on the front it is 13 feet. So these are the dimensions I'm giving you calculations for. All right, calculations for this house when you're roofing a house that is a single self-contained house that is 16 or 17 feet length, and then width is 13 feet, wide, long. You get that? Ebyo ebisigaddeyo omuntu aba yeeyiyiza asobola n'okwongerayo wabweru. Waliwo n'abatateekako ekyo kisenge ekyo weekityo nateekako kasitowa kokka ng'ekyo kisenge takitaddeeko, but of course for formality, to make some nice designs, you do something like that because it looks very formal. All right, we've wasted time. Let's get into the calculations. So roof, we are going to do 2 types of iron sheets. I'm also going to do 2 types of roofing. We are going to do the flat roof. Do you see that house? The way they roofed it, that's a flat roof. The calculations I'm going to give you for this can also work for a hidden roof. All right, hidden roof are those houses they build nga ekisenge kiyitako, you know, above the house, and then they put the iron sheets inside. Yeah, that same calculation can work for it. So, and this is a gable what? An open gable roof. Open gable roof is that. Do you see that? The iron sheets are falling side by side. It's the same as that old house. All right, so I'm giving you calculations to roof like this and calculations to roof like the other side, or an inside or hidden roof. All right. Do you see after roofing, you actually come back and put this arch. These are arches. You build the arch side by side. Those bricks that remain are actually supposed to help you with that, building that small arch on the sides. All right, so if you've watched my videos, you'll notice I have a video on current prices of iron sheets. You can substitute for any iron sheets you want as long as you have the math. To roof like this, these falling iron sheets, what you'd call an open gable roof, you need 15 iron sheets, yes, to finish the job. Now 15 iron sheets right now, that's what you need. I'm going to use the cheapest or most used iron sheets to do this math. The second most cheap, or the second cheapest iron sheet, is called Super Eco. I'm using Roofing's company. Super Eco, normal corrugation, or what you'd call ordinary. They are colored, they have color, all right? Their current price is 48,000 shillings in 30 gauges. 30 gauges are safe to use, all right? So you get the 48,000 shillings, you multiply it by 15. Now, when you roof like this, what you'd call an open gable roof, you need ridges. There is no need for valleys. I'll show you when you need valleys, but for now, you don't need valleys for this roofing, so you need ridges. Ridges are 22,000 shillings in Super Eco from Roofing's, all right? Now, you multiply 22,000 by 2. You only need 2 ridges for this. You need 15 iron sheets and 2 ridges. I'll give you the total, but for now, please try to note down because I'm not going to repeat these things, okay? So you need 2 ridges and you need 15 iron sheets to roof a house the size I've given you, because that's the mathematics I'm giving you right now. And the design is this, all right? Number 2, you need expanded wire mesh. Expanded wire mesh, timber wengalama. All right? I don't know which other word to use, but lately no one is building a house without a ceiling. So you need 2 sets. Each set is 10,000 shillings, but sometimes they'll sell it to you at most. The most expensive it should go for is probably 12 or 13,000 shillings. But for me, I'll do 10,000 shillings because that's what I'm also buying them at. All right? Okay, you need only 2 sets. Okay? And they might even remain like maybe 2 or something. But just buy 2 sets. Now, the company I always recommend is Red Tiger. Why? Because they're stronger. When you put your concrete up there, it doesn't lag. Like tebi chama or tebi ka. I don't know which other English word to use for that, but they're strong. The whole point of your ceiling, it should be flat up in the sky. It shouldn't lag. All right? It's not supposed to bend. You've seen houses that have their ceilings look like they're falling. Okay. Number 3, you need nails. You need 1.5-inch nails. They use them to put those expanded wire meshes up. You need maybe 2 kilograms. Remember, you already bought these nails previously when you were building. Always keep your material on site. Even if it's 1 nail, keep it safe because you are going to need these things. Before construction ends, keep everything, like literally, to avoid added costs. All right? So you're going to need at least 2 kilograms or 3 kilograms of katiko. Katiko are roofing nails. They call them katiko, the ones that look like tiny umbrellas. Okay, and then you need 4-inch, like 1 kilogram of 4-inch nails. Why? Those nails are used to put the wood together up in the ceiling, or even putting up those gables. They use those nails, and 5-inch nails you also need 1 kilogram, as you see them written here. You need 1.5, 2 kilograms. You need katika 2 kilograms. You need 4 inches, 1 kilogram, 5 inches, 1 kilogram. The reason I've limited 4 inches and 5 inches to 1 kilogram because you might have some remaining from the previous job, and make sure you do. Okay? Because you do. Take care of your material on site. Always try to take care of your material on site. Now, I'm going to go back a bit. We have those white iron sheets, what you people call ALZ, right? White iron sheets, normal corrugation. I don't know how to explain normal corrugation to you, but normal corrugation is, when you look through my roofing video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. The emigongo giri circled. They're not like box designs, they're just circle design. White iron sheets look like that, but these days they look better, all right? They look much better. So you take note of that, all right? Now, you need white iron sheets. You also, same number, 15, right? Because we are now roofing this type of house, this design. So you need 15, and the 32 gauges of these iron sheets, the white ones from roofings, they cost 32,000 shillings. So you get your 32,000 shillings, you multiply it by 15. Now, the ridges for the ALZ iron sheets are 10,000 shillings. You also need to. Quantity does not change, just prices change depending on the maker. But I'm using roofings. Why? Because with Uganda Bati, most people don't really sell them in their shops, and you have to pre-order. So I don't think you are going to pre-order 15 iron sheets, unless if you're building a big house and you also have your boys' quarter that is like this size, then you can pre-order from Uganda Bati. The prices are a bit different. When I'm showing you bigger houses, I'll give you Uganda Bati prices as well. But I already gave you those prices in the video of current prices of all Ugandan iron sheets from Uganda Bati and Roofings Company. We have many other iron sheets, but I'm not going to dive too deep into them because I personally haven't dealt with them, okay? But I'll get time and combine those companies and also give you the prices because they also work. And remember, every place has their own. These iron sheets are actually famous depending on location. And that's the truth. All right. Now, if you are building this type of house and you're going to use eucalyptus up to roof, remember you can't use eucalyptus for the ceiling. The ceiling, you are going to need 3x2s. 3x2s have different sizes, right? They have 10 feet, they have 12 feet, and then 13 feet. All right. But my main focus in price is going to be on 10 feet because 10 foot to 10 feet is enough. Now, you need about 25 3x2s for the ceiling. Remember, this ceiling is crossing up to outside. As you see, the shed has a ceiling, the kitchen has a ceiling, or the store, what you call the store, they all have a ceiling, all right? Now, currently, the current price of that roofing timber, what you call buliti, is 4,000 shillings, 3x2. If it's 10 foot, it is 4,000 shillings. So you get your 4,000 shillings, you multiply it by the 25 pieces that you need, and you're going to get 100,000 shillings. If you are going to use eucalyptus, see those eucalyptus poles, yeah? They have different sizes. Now, eucalyptus poles, you're going to need a full total of 16 eucalyptus poles, right? So I've divided the money. Get your regular sized eucalyptus poles at 4,000 shillings, all right? But you're going to need eucalyptus poles that are a little bit bigger, but not too big, like this size, eh? See that? Those ones are 5,000 shillings a piece. Now you need like 5 of those, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll divide them or they'll cut them and then they'll subdivide, all right? So you need 5 of those. Now the whole total, you need 16 eucalyptus poles, 5 big ones, minimum 4, all right? So you multiply the 11 that is regular sized, you multiply it by 4,000, and then you multiply the 5 by 5,000 shillings. 44,000 plus 25,000 shillings, you get 69,000 shillings. Now, for a single room, for someone to do for you the ceiling and also roof for you, the most money they should charge you is 500,000 shillings. I tell you this all the time. All this money is negotiable, but no one should charge you more than 500,000 shillings to do for you the full job, okay? And I always advise people, if you're going to roof, make sure you're doing the ceiling as well. I'm serious. Just do the ceiling as well, because every time you do one at a time, it's more expensive. The person roofing will come and say, I can roof for you, but for me, I want 300,000 shillings, and the person doing the ceiling will not accept 200,000 shillings. They'll probably say maybe 250, you understand, or 300, and you end up paying 600,000 shillings for the whole job. Yet, you could have paid 400,000 shillings or 500,000 shillings for the whole job if you put the money together and get the team to do both. All right, these things are not hard. Okay, I've done this, I know. Putting up that expanded mesh, maybe the timber, it's a little bit hard, it's hectic. Okay? Remember that eucalyptus timber that you bought that people are using as ladders. When they finish, put those things back in your house or put them somewhere safely, because they're also going to need those same ones to stand on and put the what? The timber for the ceiling up. As you see these holes, you can't avoid these holes, but they bridge them during plastering. They bridge them. They put small bricks in and build again and cover them. They are okay. You can have them. They are okay. So they use those same timber pieces and the wood that you left behind that you kept, and then roof your ceiling. All right. I don't know if you're following me. I don't know. Please follow, because I'm not repeating these things. Number 2. The other things that you keep on site, make sure you have your wheelbarrow. Make sure because you already bought these things. The hammer is going to be needed. You know, there is no need for you to buy the hammer again because you already bought it during construction. All right? There is no need for you to buy your construction string again because you already bought it. There is no need for you to buy these pans again because they need them during roofing. Yes, trust me, they need pans. So remember that bundle you bought at 23,000 shillings, you have it. Bring it out of store, give them, they use that. Everything you buy on site is useful, okay? Don't leave these things behind, don't waste, because at the end of the day, they're only going to cost you more money. All right, cement to do the ceiling, this entire ceiling, in those measurements I've given you for this whole room. Just 2 bags of cement are enough. All right. Now, sand-wise, I'm sure you'll have some sand left because you bought 2 elf trucks of sand side by side to plaster and lake sand. You don't need a lot of sand. And at most, if you have to buy sand, maybe like 2 4-wheelbarrows at most. All right, 2 wheelbarrows of lake sand and 1 wheelbarrow of plaster sand, then 2 wheelbarrows. You understand? So that's 4 by 2. All right, I am sure you have that left on side. That's why you must take care of it. And if you don't have it, then just find a way of buying half an elf of this, half an elf of that. I'm sure they'll bring it for you. If you tell someone you want half elf plaster, half elf lake sand, they'll bring it. They'll load half this way and half the other side. And the most they'll charge you, because those are like 4 wheelbarrows, even they are like 6 wheelbarrows side by side. But I'm sure you'll have some sand left to do that car ceiling. And if you don't have it, look around the village. There are people who have built and they have some sand left. Buy from them wheelbarrows. You can give them at most 6,000 a wheelbarrow of sand. You say, I have 6,000 or 5,000, I want 2 wheelbarrows or something. There are people, because I've seen these things, I know. And if you don't find these people, then you have no choice but to buy an elf of half. And at most that should cost you 100k. All right. Now you need rubber washers. Rubber washers are those things they put under the nails, then the roofing nails, then they nail. It's too bright. But if you see those nails, they're just not sitting on those iron sheets. You see those things? 2 packs are enough. Each pack is 5,000 at most. Okay? 2 packs are enough. What haven't I talked about, people? Iron sheets, by the way, gauges. Try to buy the biggest gauge, like not the heaviest, but remember I told you when it comes to iron sheets, all right, the bigger the number, the smaller the what? The smaller the gauge. About we are following, I don't know. Are we following? Now, if you are not going to use eucalyptus, to roof, and you're going to use 4x2s, because you can't use 3x2s up on the ceiling and then down. Sorry, up on the roof and then down. No, up on the iron sheets where they nail them, you might need 4x2s, and then down the ceiling just 3x2s. So if you're going to use 4x2s to roof, you need about let me see, you need 30 pieces of 4x2s if you're going to roof this falling design. All right, where the iron sheets are not flat, the open gable roof. I don't know how much I go with it. So you need 30 pieces of that, and 4x2s, 10 feet. The 10-foot ones are 5,000 shillings each. So when you multiply 30 by 5,000 shillings, you need 150,000 shillings. I'm going to give you the totals of these things. All you have to do is note down quantity, and then you separate your own totals. All right, I think that's everything you need. I've given you labor. You can put aside 150k. That money is enough for transporting your material on site, and also transporting your workers on site, and also feeding them. That 150k, you find balance. All right, your budget, like I was saying, all the other materials stay constant. The only things that change are the ones I'm mentioning. So if you're using Super Eco to roof and Buliti, your total should be 1,792,000 shillings. And if you are using only timber and the white iron sheets to roof, your total should be 1,218,000 shillings. Oh no, it shouldn't. It should be 1,528,000 shillings. All right. So 1.5 is the cheapest. 1.5 plus 28,000 shillings is the cheapest you can roof this design on your site. All right. So now we are going to move on to the flat kind of roofing. The flat kind of roofing, you need 13 iron sheets. All right. You need 4x2s. You need 16. You need 25 3x2s, and I've already told you how much those things cost. So the context of this is you need 16 4x2s, 25 3x2s, and 13 iron sheets. That's all you need for that. And for the same goes for hidden iron sheets or the hidden design. All right, for this falling type of design. Remember, these houses also have ceilings, right? Now, the Super Eco, we already know the price of Super Eco. These are, how many gauges are we talking about? We're talking about construction is not easy. We are talking about 30 gauges. 30 gauges from Roofing's company of Super Eco are 48,000 shillings. You don't need ridges for that type of design. You don't need valleys. You really don't need those things. You just need your iron sheets. And then for ALZ, the iron sheets are 32,000 shillings, and that's for 32 gauges. So if you're roofing a flat roof with Super Eco, everything inclusive, your total should be 1,212,000 shillings. And if you're roofing a flat roof with the white iron sheets, your total should be 948,000 shillings. Remember, the labor changes. To roof for you that, labor-wise, the person will charge you 150,000 at most, with the ceiling inclusive, to do that kind of roofing for you. 150,000 Ugandan shillings. All right. So everything reduces, the work reduces. That's why it's a little bit cheaper. And if you don't want a ceiling, you just want to throw your iron sheets up there, no ceiling, then the money goes way, way down. All right. That one you ask me personally, but basically you just have to eliminate the price. You eliminate the money for 3x2s. You reduce the labor by 50,000 shillings. You reduce the number of nails. You actually reduce the number of nails. What else do you reduce? Everything goes down. It's way cheaper. Ask me, Banang, Mfa. Now, I'm actually very ill today. Alright, so the total to do a flat roof or a hidden roof, if you're using Super Eco, it's 1.212,000 shillings, and if you're using the white iron sheets, it's 948,000 shillings. That includes labor. Alright, and then if you're using eucalyptus and Super Eco, it is 1.7, and if you're using 1.7, 11,000 shillings, yeah. And if you're using eucalyptus and the white iron sheets, it's 1.4. If you're using only timber and Super Eco, it's 1.7, 92,000 shillings. If you're using the boliti and the white iron sheets, it's 1.2. Sorry, it's 1.5, 28,000 shillings. Feel free to ask me any questions you want. I'll be quick to answer. I don't know. So I've given you the measurements of the house, and all right, proceed from there. Now, these are the totals for this type of roofing. All right, if you are going to do the open gable roofing type of design, all right, this type where you have to come back and put some bricks on the sides. If you use eucalyptus to roof and Super Eco iron sheets to roof, follow me carefully. If you are using eucalyptus poles to roof and Super Eco iron sheets, remember the ceiling bars or the ceiling timber does not change. The ceiling timber, everyone needs those 3x2s. Whether you're doing what type of roof, you need them if you're going to have a ceiling. All right, which I know you want to have a ceiling. But if you are going to use eucalyptus poles to roof alongside Super Eco iron sheets, all right, your total should be 1.7, 11,000 shillings. That should be your total. And if you are going to use eucalyptus to roof and ALZ iron sheets to roof, are you following? AL iron sheets are those white iron sheets. If you are going to use eucalyptus and ALZ iron sheets to roof, your total is 1,447,000 shillings. If you are going to use only boliti is roofing timber. If you're going to use the 4x2s to replace the eucalyptus poles to roof and Super Eco iron sheets on top, are you following me? If you are roofing with boliti and Super Eco iron sheets to roof, it does not take away the other things that we've given you in the DOREEN'S African Experiences. We'll be done with this house by the end of the week, so I'll be giving you everything that it goes. The next video is the cost of closing this house and plastering it, both inside and outside. What do you need? How much material do you need? And what else? That's it. Labor, material, cost of these doors, everything.